Hey guys, it's David here from Beyond the Kingdoms, and today I've got something special in honor of Epcot's 35th anniversary. And that is our top 10 tips that will help you make the most out of your day at Epcot. Epcot is a very big park. It involves a lot of walking and a lot of planning due to the park's unique FastPass tier structure. But we are confident that these 10 tips will help you maximize your time at Disney World's second largest park. So let's jump right in. Okay, so first of all, I said we would be giving you our tips to make the best out of your day at Epcot. Well, our first tip is to actually give yourself 2 days to truly experience all that this park has to offer. Yes, you can do almost all of Epcot in a day by skipping some attractions and shows that don't interest you. But the park has so much to discover. So we feel that if it's been a very long time since you've visited, or it's your first time, 2 days is the best way to see all that Epcot has and enjoy it at a nice, easy pace. Alright, now I know some of you are saying that you don't have 2 days to spend at Epcot. Well, for those of you who only have one single day to explore Epcot, try and rope drop the park and get there as early as possible. For those of you who don't know, rope drop is a term that Disney fans use, which means that you arrive to the park before the quote-unquote entrance rope is dropped to allow guests in. Because Epcot's tiered FastPass Plus system forces you to pick one of 3 very popular attractions, many guests still get to the park early to make a beeline to their second favorite attraction that they couldn't get a FastPass for. So if you've only got 1 day to do Epcot, you can still see a tremendous amount at this park. Just plan accordingly and definitely rope drop so that you can maximize your time and not waste it waiting in long lines. This perfectly leads me into my next tip. I've had many people ask me, which Tier 1 attraction should I book a FastPass for at Epcot? Like I've already mentioned, you can only book one FastPass Plus reservation out of Epcot's Tier 1 list, forcing you to choose between popular rides such as Soarin' Around the World, Test Track, and Frozen Ever After. Now I'll get to Frozen in a minute, but I want to talk about choosing between Soarin' and Test Track. If you're really stuck on which of these two to choose from and want to experience both with as little of a wait as possible, book your Tier 1 FastPass for Test Track. Ever since Soarin' Around the World opened its 3rd theater, the wait times for that attraction have improved tremendously. They can still get long on busy days, but more often than not, Test Track has a much longer wait time, hovering on an average of 90 minutes on a busy day. Even the single rider line at Test Track can easily hit 30 minutes. So if you want to experience both, book FastPass for Test Track, rope drop the park, and go straight to Soarin' Around the World when there's a much shorter wait time. That way you can experience both and not waste too much time. Now let's talk about Frozen, which is easily the most popular attraction at Epcot right now. Frozen Ever After is one of those attractions that booking a FastPass Plus for is almost as difficult as getting a FastPass for Flight of Passage, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or scoring a Be Our Guest dinner reservation. Without a FastPass, you can easily wait up to 2 hours to see Anna, Elsa, and all her friends on a 2-minute boat ride. If you miss out on getting a FastPass for Frozen Ever After, consider booking the Frozen Ever After Dessert Party. This dessert party premiered summer of 2017 and features a reserved viewing area for Illuminations while you get to enjoy unlimited sweets and beverages. After the fireworks, you'll be escorted to the Norway Pavilion after it's closed to normal guests and get a special ride on Frozen Ever After with practically no wait at all. It's a fantastic way to end your night at Epcot. Yes, you will have to pay money to get this extra perk, which is not ideal for everyone, but if you've got a big Frozen fan in the family, this may be well worth your time and money. Speaking of fireworks, let's talk about Illuminations and where to snag a great view of the show. This fireworks show takes place every night around World Showcase Lagoon. There are dozens of good places to watch the fireworks from around World Showcase, but there are a few extra special spots that give you the best view. Aside from the reserved viewing area for the dessert party and FastPass Plus reservations, there are 3 specific spots that we love to watch Illuminations from. The first is the landing in the Italy Pavilion, right next to the wonderful gondolas. If a special event is not taking place here, this little landing is often an overlooked corner of World Showcase. and it offers plenty of space to view the fireworks without any trees blocking your view. Similarly, there's an island in between France and the UK pavilion that is fantastic for viewing fireworks and a great place to end the night at Epcot if you're staying at one of the nearby hotels. Alternatively, there are several restaurants around the lagoon that also offer great views. Which leads us to our absolute favorite spot to watch Illuminations from, and that is Spice Road Table at the Morocco Pavilion. This is one of the easiest places to score a dinner reservation for at Epcot. It has a great menu and offers the best views of the fireworks from inside the restaurant. It's a hidden gem and a great place to have dinner with a show. Sticking to World Showcase, let's go to tip number 6, and that is to use the friendship boats to travel across the lagoon. World Showcase is huge, and sometimes that walk around the 11 countries can be really tiring, especially in the hot Florida sun. If you need a break from walking and need to get across the lagoon, the friendship boats are a nice relaxing way to travel. It offers some really unique views of the different countries around World Showcase. Sometimes we like to spend the morning in Future World, and before hitting the countries, take a break by taking a boat to Morocco and start our circle tour around the World Showcase Lagoon from there. It's a great way to break up the day while touring Epcot. Okay, my next tip is for those of you with little ones. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the kids. Many people believe that Epcot is not for kids, and that is simply not true. While we wait for more family-friendly attractions to come to Epcot, a great way to spend the day at the park is by meeting characters. There are about a dozen character meet and greets around Epcot, and sometimes there are up to 17 different characters that you can meet. You can meet 3 of the Fab 5 all at once at the character spot in Future World, and even several princesses here too. You can meet Disney classics like Snow White, Belle, Aurora, and of course Anna and Elsa in their SOMMERHUS. Meeting characters at Epcot is one of the best ways to have fun with your kids at this park. Now for you adults, I know that a lot of you like to drink around the world at Epcot. If you're a wine lover and you can't make it to the Food and Wine Festival, take advantage of the Wine Walk. This is offered all year round, and it's a great way to sample wines from around the world. The Wine Walk costs $32 per person. You get a special passport, and you get to sample 6 small glasses of wine in some of the best wine shops at World Showcase. The best part of the Wine Walk? You now get to take home not 1, but 2 acrylic wine glasses. Wine and a souvenir. That's a good combo in my opinion. Now, while we're on the topic of festivals, how can you go to Epcot and not enjoy one of the now 4 festivals that take place here? Epcot has truly become the festival park. There is now a different type of festival taking place from Labor Day all the way to Memorial Day. But a good tip to know is when to visit and enjoy these festivals with smaller crowds. Locals love going to these festivals, especially over 3-day weekends. So if you're visiting Epcot anytime outside of the summer, try to go in the middle of the week, and if you can, avoid the weekends. It's a great way to enjoy all the festivals at Epcot. And now we come to my final tip, and it is a very simple one. Enjoy the many food and beverages around the park. While other parks may have dozens of thrill rides or fantastic shows, one aspect about Epcot that makes it superior to the rest is the food. You can snack your way around the park during Food and Wine, or you can take in some of Disney's best restaurants like Monsieur Paul for a more upscale experience. Epcot features a whopping 17 table service restaurants. There are over 24 quick service locations, and every year of each festival there are more and more food booths. You can't go to Epcot and not sample some of the park's most delicious culinary delights. So there you have it, our top 10 tips to make the most out of your day at Epcot. If you want to learn more about this fantastic park, check out some of our other Epcot videos. You can explore all of the 11 countries in our Exploring World Showcase series, or watch our complete touring plan guide episode to Epcot. I promise you that you'll discover things that you never knew existed at Epcot. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.